Hello guys, my name is Evans and welcome to this video tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to start looking at the May-June IGCSE ICT paper 2 from the 2017 exams, and in the last videos we've looked at paper 2-1, and now I'm going to start looking at paper 2-2. Now I must say guys that I've got a flu, so you notice my voice is not coming out as it should be. Every once in a while you hear me trying to clear my nose because of the same, but I thought it would really be helpful for you guys if I did the paper 2 especially for you guys out there who are writing variant 2 of this paper. So I already have the files that I need for this paper, and so I'm just going to work with this. So let's go straight into what we're supposed to do. So the scenario is that you work for Tawara University and are going to carry out some clerical tasks. Task 1, evidence document. So open the file j217evidence.rtf. Make sure your name, center number, and contact number will appear on every page of the document, and save this as a word process document in your work area with a file name j227 evidence followed by your candidate number. For example, j22 evidence j227 evidence 9999, and you're going to need this evidence document during the examination to answer questions, or to enter answers to questions and to place your screenshots in when required. Okay, so let's go ahead and make open that file. Let me just close this. So open the file, and then I'm going to insert a header, and it's going to be Chikasa Evans ZM556 and 0001. Okay, then we're going to save this file as in the current folder as a Word document, so save it as 001. Right, so close. Let's go to the question paper. So task 2 says you're going to edit a guide for new undergraduates at Tawara University. The university uses a corporate house style for all their documents, so paragraph styles should be created and applied as instructed. Using a suitable software package, open the file j227 new or new undergraduate .rtf. So let's open the file. Okay, so the file in question is this one. Then we are supposed to, let's see, I'm not using this application, I'm using this one. So we are supposed to make sure that it is saved in the format of the software that we are using. So let's go ahead and save it in the format of the software we are using. So file, save as, then current folder. The file name is supposed to be okay, so we skip this part, sorry. Set the page orientation to landscape and do not change the paper size or margin. Okay, so we change to landscape and we shouldn't change the paper size or margin. So let's go ahead and do that. So let me cancel this, go back, change the orientation to landscape without changing the margins or the paper size. Then we go back here, and now we save the file with the file name UG guide, and we make sure that it is saved in the format of the software we are using. So let's save it as UG guide. So go to file, save as, and this time you save it as UG guide. Okay, and save it as a Word document. Now you need to make sure that the format of the rather the name of the file is as it is being shown in the question paper. So notice that in the question paper it is UG guide, or in caps uppercase letters, so you need to make sure that it is uppercase letters as well. then go ahead and save it. Next, place in your evidence document a screenshot to show that the file has been saved. Make sure there is evidence of the file type. So you go to your folder and you get a screenshot of this. Make sure that file type is being shown. Like for me, file type is shown here. Just enlarge this so that the file types are being shown. So you can get a screenshot of this. Please don't get a screenshot of the dialog window that comes up when you're saving the file. Okay, so the dialog window I'm talking about is this window here. Please don't come and get a screenshot of let's say this window. Okay, suppose I did not save this, I cannot get a screenshot until the file is actually saved. That's when you can go ahead and take a screenshot, but you need to take a screenshot from the folder here where the file is saved. Okay, so I've already taken the screenshot. I'm just going to paste it here. Okay, so that's my screenshot. Next, so the file in question, you see it's at the bottom there. So next, what I'm going to do is to get to tackle part 3 of this one. So place in the header of the file UG guide automated page numbers left aligned, and also automated file name and path. So this includes the file name, the path. So this should be right aligned. Okay, so what you're going to do now is to go back here. So page number is supposed to be in the header left aligned, and file name and path in the header right aligned. So insert in the header blank 3 column. So this one is supposed to be automated page number. So go to page number, rather you can go to quick parts field, hit P on your keyboard, go to page and select the format of the page. Okay, so that is done. The next thing you're supposed to do is to insert the automated file name and path. So what I'm going to do is to delete this one since I'm not using it. So I'm going to put in there quick parts field, hit F on my keyboard to go to file name, then add to path. Okay, that should be fine. The next thing that we are supposed to do is that in the footer we are supposed to place our name, center number and candidate number, and these should be left aligned. Okay, so let's go ahead and do just that. So in the footer, so close this one, insert in the footer blank 3 column, left aligned, your name, center number and candidate number. Okay, so that is what should go in the footer. Also make sure that all alignments match the page margins, that there is no other text or placeholders included in the header or footer area, and headers and footers are displayed on all pages. So what you need to do is to go ahead and remove these placeholders that you've not used. Okay, so the next thing that you're supposed to do is to go to the next question, question 4. Create the following paragraph styles, and these are the paragraph styles that we are supposed to create. So these are the properties of this style, and I'm going to create them. Now you guys are familiar with some of the properties that are shown here. What I'm going to do is to pause the video a little bit, and then I'll come back and just show you how you can create this style. Okay, UG bullet. Okay, I've done. If you want to check how to create the other styles, you can see my other videos, but for the sake of time, because I have a class coming up just in about 30 minutes or so, so I need to make sure that at least I finish document production before then. Okay, so let me pause the video and then I'll continue looking at this once I get to this section where I'm creating the UG bullet style. Okay. Hello guys, welcome to back to this continuation of the video. So I am done working with the four styles that I said. Now it's time to go back to UG bullet and then do some attributes for this style. Okay, so UG bullet, it's a serif font and it's going to be 12. So let's go ahead and set these properties, and then we'll see what other properties will follow. So let's create a new style. We're going to call it UG bullet. So modify it. The property is that it is going to be 12, so let me just build it based on normal. We said it's a serif font, so put it in Times New Roman, and then it is 12. Then the other property is that it should have 1 centimeter left indent with hanging paragraph, and also square shaped bullets such as that one. And then the other properties, they remain the same, single 0 0. Okay, so let's go ahead and work with these two properties. So first let's start with the bullets. Okay, so let's go to numbering, then go to bullets and select this type of bullet, say okay, then go to paragraph to do left indentation. So we indent by 1 centimeter according to the question from the left. Okay, and then hanging, let's see, even by 0.5. Let me just see how this looks. Okay, that should be fine. So the issue here is that indentation is supposed to be 1 centimeter, and hanging can be by they have not yet specified in the question by how much we should hang these paragraphs. Okay, so so leave the indentation at 1 centimeter, and then the hanging can be 0.5 is fairly fine. Okay, because it's showing you how much space you're going to create between the bullet point and the next line that is going to actually start. Okay, so the next question tells us to place in our evidence document screenshots to show that all the settings for the bullet style have been applied. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a screenshot of this. So this is one that is showing us the setting that the bullets have been applied, and okay, next thing that we're supposed to do is, let me see, where is the one that's showing the square bullet? Okay, anyway, the square bullet, I'm sure, will be seen from the square bullet will be seen from this one. Okay, from the original paper. Otherwise we'll have to get this screenshot as well to show that we did this, select the square bullet. Okay, which is this one. So this is square bullet. Okay, yeah, that should be fine. So let's get a screenshot of this now. Paragraph, and we get a screenshot of this. This would be better. Okay, copy. So there you can tell that this is a square bullet. I don't know if you can see that, and I'm going to close this. I'm going to just say okay, and you notice a square bullet from there, and we'll have to paste the evidence definition here. Okay, Now the next thing that we are supposed to do obviously is to go to step number 5. Apply the UG title to the title undergraduate guide for new students at the start of the document. So now let's go to let me just remove this now, don't need this. Go to the start of the document and apply title to this one. So UG title is that one. Next, below the title, add the subtitle edited by and then your name. So below the title, I'm just going to put there, enter, and then you say edited by Chikasa Evans, and then this one is supposed to be formatted as UG subtitle. Okay, format it as UG subtitle, this one. Next, apply the body style to the rest of the document. So get this and apply style body, this one. Now you need to go through individual paragraphs and make sure that every paragraph has actually received the style body, because some paragraphs may not be bearing the style body. It's important that you verify that. Okay, like this one, you see that it was not body. So it's very important that you verify that all paragraphs are actually bearing body. You see this one also is not body, so it's too big. Okay, the font size is too big. Excuse me guys, I have a flu, so every now and then I'm getting to be disturbed. I have to wipe my nose. That's sad. The next thing that we're supposed to do is to apply. Okay, we've done that. Change the page layout so that the subheading international community and all following text are displayed in 3 columns of equal width. Okay, so the width is going to be 1.5 centimeters between them. Okay, so let's split this into 3 columns. So the text beginning with international community, so international community is somewhere here. So all this text is supposed to be split into 3 columns. So go to layout, select number of columns, go to more columns and select 3, then split it into 1.5 spacing. Okay, so that should be fine. Next thing that you're supposed to do is to, let's see if there's any more question. To question 10, apply the UG bullet style to the text attend, welcome, and around university campus. Okay, so let's go here. Attend, welcome is here. Find your way around university campus is there. So get all this text and you need to apply the bullet style. UG bullet, and take note that it has been indented. Okay, now the next thing that we're supposed to do is to identify 8 subheadings in the document and apply UG subheading to each one. So let's go ahead and do that. So there are 8 of them. So get this one, get this one, get this one, get this one. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, the rest of them are not subheadings. So we need to apply this one to the subhead, which is this one. Next, using the data in the file j227dom.csv, create a pie chart to show the total students enrolled by region. Okay, So let's open the file. It's this one. So we're going to use the data here to create a pie chart. So just enlarge the fields so that we can see. So we told that we should create the pie chart. It's going to be based on the total students enrolled and by region. Okay, so when we come here to Excel, we need to get the region. So region UK, EU country, non-EU, and then the total by region is this one. So total for UK is this one, then this one, then this one. So I'm holding control key on my keyboard and tapping on the fields that I need to create a pie chart. So go to insert, select the pie chart. This one is better. And let's go ahead and check out now some of the properties of this pie chart. So the chart should have a title, students by domicile. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the chart title. Okay, so this is supposed to be students by domicile. Let me just enlarge this. Okay, all right, so students by domicile. Then we need to display a legend, and we need to display each sector as percentage value. Okay, so a legend, let's see, I think there is already a legend. A legend is this one. So if you go here and check this one, you see that a legend is not there. So put it there. A legend is there. Next thing, you need to display the data labels, and the data labels need to be not outside or whatever, but the data labels, you need to go to more options, and then you need to select let's see, you need to select, remove the value and select percentage, because that's what you want to be displayed there, and that should be fine. Next, go and check the next thing that you're supposed to do. Insert the chart immediately after the paragraph ending students studying with us, and make sure that the chart fits the column width and all data is displayed in full. Okay, so students studying with us, so let's go ahead and search for that. Tap Control F on your keyboard and type students studying with us. So that's the one here. So put your cursor at the end there, tap enter key on keyboard once, and come back here and copy the chart. Now you're going to paste the chart here. Just control V and paste it over there. Okay, next thing, notice that the welcome week is hanging on its own, so you can even do it well to push it right from here. Okay, next thing that you're supposed to do, take note also that university card is also hanging on its own. You can also push it down there, but for now I'm going to leave it. When we are told to verify the document and check that it is consistent, we'll come back for this. So next, format the paragraphs that starts, "We are proud that 80" to display an external 3 to 4 point black color. Okay, so let's find that paragraph in question. We are proud that so you can even just type it here if you want. We are proud. Okay, so this paragraph is the one that's supposed to be formatted with a border. So what you need to do is select it as it is, and then go to let's see, where is borders and shading? Now I'm starting to, okay, let's go to layout. Is it layout? No. Okay, come here and then go to border and shading, then select a box, and then select 3 to 4 in terms of the thickness of the line, and then apply it to a paragraph. Okay, now the paragraph is the one that you selected there, and say okay, and you notice that the line is applied to paragraph. The next thing that you are supposed to do is to apply a light gray shading of about 10 to 25% to fill this, so that the paragraph kind of looks like this. Okay, so let's come back here, rather to the question paper. So we're going to apply some shading of about 10 to 25%. So no, this is for the text. We need to apply the shading for the entire paragraph. So let's go back to border and shading, and then let's go to shading, and then fill color, and apply maybe that. Okay, apply it to paragraph. Now what we want to do is, let me just verify that that's the actual percentage. That's 10 to 25, so 15 is fine. So put it like that, and you see that it has been applied. The next thing that we need to do is to move the paragraph which starts with "we have extensive," so it is positioned immediately below the subheading "computing services." Okay, so we have extensive, so let's try to search for that paragraph. Search for it. We have extensive. Okay, computing facility, which is this one. So copy this one, this paragraph. You can cut it, so you can cut it, okay, and paste it directly under the heading computing services. Okay, let's just verify that it's computing services. Okay, so place it under computing services. So what you need to do is come back under computing services, put your cursor here, and press enter key once, and then paste your paragraph there. Okay, now next thing that we need to do is to import the image leisure and place it below the subheading leisure activities. Okay, so let's go to the subheading leisure activities. Leisure activities, this one. So I'll put my case at the beginning of the paragraph, go to insert picture, and then browse to the location where the files are, and get the image leisure and paste it there. Next, reflect the image so that the scatter faces the left, like this. Okay, so we need to make sure that it is reflected in that direction. So go to rotate, and then flip like that. Okay, next, the next one is supposed to be resize the image so that it is 2 centimeters wide and the aspect ratio is maintained. So let's see, 2 centimeters wide. So go to size and position and make sure that it is 2 centimeters wide. Okay, 2 centimeters wide, and the aspect ratio should be maintained. Next, align the image to the top of the paragraph. We already did this one. Top of paragraph starting, we provide plenty. Then should be aligned to the left column. We already did this because we put the image at the beginning of the first sentence in the paragraph. So this is already done. So make sure that the text wraps around the image, and it may look like this. Okay, so it may look something like this. So let's go ahead and wrap the image. So just go here, select the image, and select text wrap, and go for square. Okay, alright, so guys, I'm gonna have to pause here for a moment. My students have actually come, so well, I'm almost done. Actually, we're done with document production. So spell check and proofread the document. Make sure that the list is not split over 2 columns or pages, and there are no widows or orphans, and there are no blank pages. The house style specification has been followed, and the correct styles applied as instructed, and the image and graph are placed within the column width, and then spacing between all items is consistent, and then you save the document and print it. Okay, so the next thing that I'll do in the next video is to pick up from the university where evaluation. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll pick up step number 23 in the next video, but let's wind up with this other step. Okay, so let's just make sure that we don't have widows and orphans like this one here, so just push it to the next line. Okay, so this one, teaching, push it to the next line. It shouldn't exist on its own, either a sentence on its own and the like. So also spell check, so make sure that all spellings, so ignore anything to do with grammar, just ignore it, but anything to do with spelling, please change it. Okay, so ignore, and then ignore all instances of Wi-Fi, and then ignore this is spelling. Now you need to change that, so students is supposed to be spelled as students. Then this one is grammar, ignore. Then spelling, you need to change to course, and then the rest of the stuff just ignore all, ignore, and everything else must be ignored. Okay, alright guys, so that should be fine. So thank you so much for watching this video. I encourage you to like, subscribe, and share and comment, and do whatever you can to make this channel known to your friends, so that they can be helped as well. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.